Hello everyone and welcome to the Bushcraft channel. Okay, so these things, really cheap plastic handled knives. So this is a company called Binman. I did a review on one of these knives years ago, and for some reason I thought I thought that they were made by Arti. They're not. The company's called Finman. It says so on the blade, if the camera will focus. Let's see, focus on that. There we go. And these are no longer available. They are available in a couple of places if you know where to look, but they're not being produced anymore, I believe. And I actually quite like these ones. So plastic cheap work knives are 10 a penny here in Finland. There's lots of different types. There's not just Mora, but these ones are a little bit different in the sheath. So for one thing, we've got that hole there, which is good for net carry, and the sheath retention is plenty good enough for that, as if you like doing that. We've got a lanyard hole there, and we've got this rather strange little carry attachment here, which you can thread that through a belt or put that on a button and have it that way up, which would be normal, but it's really not particularly good. Only passing your belt through once. And yeah, so what I prefer to do is I prefer to have it which way up, that way up, but that way round, and put it in my pocket, and that is quite secure. Also, depending on the thickness of your pocket. Doesn't seem quite so strong there as it does on my work trousers. Or here, where I've got a zip behind it. But yeah, I've also been carrying it in the mat pocket there, a little bit lower, way below any kind of rucksack belt that you're wearing, or below any long jacket. And yeah, it's pretty secure. As I've mentioned on previous videos, the kind of clip you have on Mora knives I don't find secure. They tend to bend and pop off, particularly when I'm getting into the car, which isn't a problem. If you drop your knife in the car, then well, you've only got to walk back to the car to get it. Yeah, so we've got a plastic handle, very simple, straightforward. The blade, that blade to me looks like a Laurin Medali blade. I could be very wrong, and it would make sense that I'd be wrong, seeing as this is basically cheaper than a blade blank. Not by much, around about the same price, but the edge retention does. I mean, I've just made this feather stick with this one. Well, yeah, this one in particular, I've recently bought quite a few of these because they're not really available. But this one I've been carrying to work for 2 weeks without sharpening it, and it still holds quite a reasonable edge. They do come absolutely screaming sharp. I after a couple of weeks of work, and it's been a couple of weeks that I've not been using my knife very much, to be honest. Every week's different. Yeah, the tang, I've had a magnet on it, it goes to around about there. So it's a 3/4 tang. A lot of these kind of knives are 1/4 tang or half tang. But yeah, so not something you particularly want to be battening with, but I don't need to be battening, really. But just to show that you can, as if you need to or want to. Yeah, so as a backup knife, as a knife in your toolbox, in the car, around the house, you know, €8, €7 or €8, really cheap. Also, well, as I've got my bag here, okay, so they're also available in stainless steel, both in blue and green. Green for as if you want to lose your knife when you drop it on the forest floor. And also for the left-handed people, they're reversible. Little bit of rattling, that one. That's rather odd. Uni, what are you doing? The spines on these are absolutely not sharpened at all, and you do see a bit of a gap here that you might want to fill with epoxy or something, you know, to stop moisture getting along the side of the tang where you can't really wipe it off. And this one has never been used before. And yeah, there's not a massive amount of difference, so they do seem to hold their edge really quite well. So yeah, not a very sexy knife, not very bushcraft looking, but really cheap. One for the car, one for the toolbox, you know, a one to take to work. Yeah. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and I'll see you all again soon for another Kookily Bushcraft video. Bye for now.